Hello and welcome to my last finals week as a first-year medical student. If you're looking for recommendations on how you should be studying, this is the wrong place for you. But if you are also similarly stressed and want to see someone else suffer along with you, then you've come to the right place. We will be spending the majority of our time in pajamas, get way too many practice questions wrong, and neglect pretty much every other aspect of our lives. Shall we begin? Alright, so I just finished eating dinner and showering, and now I will be going over practice questions with two of my med school friends. We'll be reviewing pathology, which is the study of disease, and today's actually been a pretty good day. I have been fairly productive, and I feel a lot better than these past couple of days. This past weekend, I was feeling pretty sad and stressed, and I was very, very unproductive. I did study a little bit, but a lot of time was just spent staring at my phone and playing video games. And what helped is actually I cried, and I have this folder labeled sad where I essentially just have screenshots of things that I consider sad. I put outside music, I looked over the pictures, and I bawled my eyes out, and it was great cathartic relief, and I think that helped a lot. So today I'm feeling a lot better, feeling more productive. Hopefully this continues on for the next few days, because that's all I need before I'm done with my first year. So let's keep going. Okay. F like Frank.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, good morning. It's about 8:30 on Tuesday, and today I have my first finals. It will be a clinical skills exam, also known as OSCE. So I'll be reviewing the checklists that we were given, and then I will be practicing for the OSCE with a couple friends. We'll be giving each other feedback on how to improve, and my OSCE isn't until around 2 p.m. So after practicing, I'll be reviewing the practice questions that my friends and I did last night and going over not only the questions I got wrong, but also the questions I got right, because just because I got them right doesn't mean that I fully understand why I got it right or understand why the other answers were wrong. It could have been a lucky guess, so I personally like to go over the explanations for the various answers to make sure that I fully understand it. Obviously, there's not enough time in med school to understand every single little concept, but as much as I can, I try to actually understand concepts as opposed to just purely memorize. I definitely feel that I have a better grasp of material that way. And yeah.
The third grade teacher.
Oh, very cute. Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your diet?
We try and eat pretty healthy, mostly like salads for lunches and some lean meats and everything for dinner.
Alright, so I just finished my first final with the OSCE. I think it went pretty well. I'm excited to get out of this formal attire and back into my PJs. And then I'll be taking a small break and studying for my lab exam tomorrow, which I'll tell you a little bit more about then. And I'll also be doing a few more practice questions. But yeah, the rest of the day is just going to be just studying as expected. Alright, so it's about 9 a.m. right now. I don't know if you can tell because of my shattered phone camera, but my eyes are a little red and my eye circles are a little more prominent. It's been a pretty gloomy these past couple of days, so it's been a little hard to wake up. But my sleep schedule is also more erratic around finals week, so I'm a little tired. Yesterday was not very productive. I did study for my lab exam, but I also spent 4.5 hours watching Schitt's Creek, which I thought was hilarious, but will not aid me on my exam today. So let's see how it goes. My exam for lab will be at 1 p.m., so I'll have a few hours to study. It'll mainly be on anatomy, histology, physiology, and pathology. I am very not good at histology, so that is always something I struggle with. Something I plan to work on over the summer, but yeah, definitely one of my weaknesses in terms of med school subjects. But we'll get some studying done and hopefully do okay on the exam. I am reaching that stage where everything is becoming a blur and I'm starting to not care as much. The level of care is flying out the window. I am feeling kind of burnt out, just really ready to be done, so I'm so glad there's only 1 day left before I am on summer break. I do have to organize my room before the exam because it is proctored since everything's online. So we take our exam on our laptop or computer, and then we need to have a secondary device so that they can see that we're not cheating. So they want us to clear our desk to make sure that there's not much material that we can look over that would allow us to cheat. And usually I would actually clear my desk and, you know, throw stuff away that's not needed. But since it's finals week, I just throw everything on the floor or on my bed and call it a day. And then, yeah, that is my schedule for today. So the lab exam actually wasn't too bad. I'm fairly certain I passed. It was only about 20 or so questions, and that covered about 8 weeks worth of material. So honestly, I didn't have to study as much as I did, but it's always better to over-prepare than to be underprepared, which is how I feel for tomorrow. So definitely need to get some studying done. But after the exam, I took a break, took a nap, and now I figured it might be fun/interesting to show you the medical school bag that my medical school provided for me, for those of you that are curious. So today was the day of the two big exams. We had the NBME exam, which is essentially a standardized exam that's taken nationally. And then we also had in-house exam, which is essentially questions that our professor came up with. And I got my score back right away for the in-house exam. Did not do very well. And I get the score on the average of the class this afternoon. But either way, I feel like neither of them went very well, so not in the best mood right now, but yeah, I guess we'll see what the results are. Okay, so pretty sure I passed. I got below average, but not far below average. Not my worst block, definitely not my best block, but I passed, and that's all that matters. I'm officially done with my first year of medical school. Time to change into actual clothes and not my PJs, and get some sleep, get some mental health taken care of, exercise, yada yada, all the shebangs. Thanks for chiming in and watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, I surely hope that you take care of your health.